Hey, good morning, Smarties. How's everyone doing this morning? I just spilled water on my keyboard because of course I did. Oh, what a great day it is. How's everyone doing? Yeah? Oh my gosh, we got a bunch of people on already. Welcome, welcome. This is going to be like a random mishmash today. Pretty much the next 2 weeks. I didn't publish a studio schedule this week because I'm not 100% sure what my schedule is going to be like and if I'll do a Thursday show, but I am here for a Tuesday show. We are totally doing it. Next week, there will be a Tuesday show, I think. Let me check my schedule. Yep, but there will not be a Thursday show. Definitely. So, how's it going? It is so hot here. I almost did the studio in my bedroom or in my car with the AC cranked. The studio here does not have AC, as you can tell by whatever's going on with my hair. I had to put it up because it looked weird, although I'm not sure it looks any better now. But we could have done a car show. We could have done a drive. we could have. We didn't. Maybe one day. I wasn't sure if the AC would be too loud in the bedroom. I would have just sat on the floor. I almost moved it to my kitchen because downstairs is a little cooler. It is Tuesday, May 19th, and we are about 45 minutes west of Boston, and it is going to be mid-90s here today. So you did not come for the weather report, but I'm telling it to you anyway. Hi, everyone. My name is Carrie and Cormier. I'm the host here at The Carrie Show. It is called The Carrie Show here at Bank Smart Studio. For everyone in my life who told me it's not The Carrie Show, it sure is. A little bit about me. I'm a financial services executive by trade, currently taking a much-needed sabbatical from corporate life to focus my time and energy on all the passion projects that have been in my heart and on my mind for quite some time, one of them being Bank Smart Studio. So we are building here a conversation hub, a learning studio, something different and just a place. And we're building it out loud. We do not have the whole story down, but we are building it together. And first part, we did conversations and we go live here twice a week. And then we're building other things at banksmartstudio.com. So go check it out. We have coaching available and we are launching courses later this year. So much fun. My background is in retail and digital strategy, although you'll find that my heart and passion is in marketing and social media. And so I cannot turn that off in literally everything that I do, which I think makes me a killer package, obviously. And so you'll see that a lot of the things that we talk about are through that lens. So this is relevant not just to financial institutions, but other businesses as well. But my background is in banking, so that's mostly what we talk about. I will say that, and I get reminded of this every so often, that most days I feel like a digital strategy girl in a passbook savings world. But I guess I wouldn't have it any other way. Awesome. So I did make an agenda. Okay. We're going to stick to the agenda. Okay. 1, studio updates. 2, ChatPFM. That's what I'm calling it. 3, of course, we're going to talk about the Spotify logo. All right. 4, branding, whimsy, and good vibes. Okay. And then 5, sponsor announcements. Does that sound good? Look at me. I made an agenda. What is a good meeting without an agenda? I didn't talk about checking in on sales goals. We are almost at the end of May. So this is almost 2/3 of the way through Q2. Okay. So if you are in a bank or credit union and you have sales goals, once you get to Memorial Day weekend, I mean, good luck. Okay. So now's the crunch time. Maybe your spring HELOC promo, first time home buying, spring market rush for mortgages. I'm seeing a lot of credit card offers, balance transfers. CD specials are starting to tick back up again. Also high yields like money markets and savings. Any new products out there? Any new products? I'm hearing there's going to be some announcements next week. Or what's the day? Maybe later this week that we can talk about products. Maybe related to America 250. I got my ear to the ground. I know we talked about this a couple episodes ago. Is anyone doing things for America 250? I'm hearing yes. Okay. The best thing I heard that people are doing, it was this one bank or credit union, I don't remember. They're making, and I need to get my hands on a picture or maybe a live one. They're making the old school Old Navy flag shirts for the 250, but with their institution name. And I just think that rocks, because who doesn't love the Old Navy flag shirts? All right. Do they still make those? My kids need some. I've got some at the thrift from previous years because, like, what does it even matter? But I love the Old Navy flag shirts for the family. So if your bank or credit union is doing Old Navy flag shirts, that's amazing. But I'm hearing there's some product offerings coming. Okay. So we're going to talk about that at the studio. Now, number one, okay, keep me on track here. I might go off track. We have a very big day today, and I just want to tell you about it. Little C is doing a reading at school, okay? She goes to a private school. It is a Catholic school. She is doing a reading and a blessing. She is in first grade, and I can't wait to go see it. Like, can we just take a second and talk about how she's the, like, best version of me? Like, way better, more confident. Like, she volunteered to do the reading. She has been practicing. Like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so good. She talked about how she's going to project her voice. Oh, there's going to be pictures. Of course there's going to be pictures, guys. Of course. And part of studio updates, she has agreed to do a follow-up show. Okay, another night shift show. She's very excited. She did say it needs to be once school gets out because her schedule is a little busy. It's very busy between gymnastics, dance recitals, all that between now and the end of the year. She does not have time to be on our show. She books out very fast. But she's already planning the content, and it's going to be amazing. She wants to talk about her investments. Okay? She does invest in some stocks and mutual funds. She also invests in Pokémon futures. Okay? So, she wants to talk about that. Perhaps do an unboxing. So we will see. As soon as I have a date, I will let you guys know. Okay, Smarties, because I know you're dying to get her back. That was like one of the most watched episodes that we've had. And I can't blame you guys. She brings the fun. Teeth update. She does still have 2 wiggly teeth. It may have just been one on the show, but it is now 2. We are on Wiggle Watch. They are not quite wiggly enough to fall out yet. I don't think we will be there by the show, but you could have a surprise. She will give you an update. So much going on. I already talked about the schedule for this week and next week. I'm just kind of keep your ear to the YouTube. If I can, I'm going to go live. It could be an impromptu live. We will have a show next Tuesday. I do not know if this week and next week we're going to have Thursday shows just because of the schedule. I told you I'm having surgery next week. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're just going to feel better. So schedule's a little off. Okay. But that's fine. Oh my gosh. Have you guys rallied? Like, so BankSmart Studio, the website, has been live for about a week now, and the bookings have been flooding in, and I cannot be more grateful that you guys all want to lean into my talent and expertise and ideas, and I'm just like so excited to be working with all of you and to be able to expand my connections and meet new people and just have so much fun with it. It was funny because I'm in this local mom group, and on Mondays they have like a Market Yourself Monday, right? And so I'm like, usually I say like, oh, follow me on YouTube. I talk about absolutely nothing you'd be interested in, but why don't you give me a follow? Or I run a budgeting group for moms on Facebook, which is so much fun, but it's Massachusetts moms. And so I'll plug that once in a while. I actually don't have like a thing that I would market. But I threw it up there too this week, and I'm like, hey, if you're a girly that wants to like rock your LinkedIn, and you're looking to like shine it yourself up for current employer, future employer, personal branding, whatever, I'm offering this. And yes, it's for my banking and credit union peeps, but I could throw in some mom stuff there too, like for the moms that are looking to like, and so I got a couple bookings from that too. So they're not like industry, but like for a good cause, I can work you into the schedule. Yeah, so that has been the most popular one. We have a couple social audits. I've talked to them preliminary, and they might be willing to share some of the results, depending on how it comes out. Like maybe just a little smidge, because they don't want to give it all away, because like obviously the insights are going to be exciting. They're going to be something their competitors would be interested in. Like we don't want to open up their whole playbook, but they might be willing to show it with all of you. So stay tuned. No promises, but that's an option. Tomorrow, we are revealing a new 5-minute rebrand on the YouTube. So again, these are videos that we do where we take bank or credit unions we find on the internet and give them a much needed glow up in 5 minutes or less. And the first couple I have just picked myself by ones that I have found. The next one is a submission from one of you. And I'm so excited because remember I said like I was just going to do the ones that like came into my feed, but if you see up in the corner, I have my Venmo. You can throw the studio some coin, all right, if you want to. It's not a requirement, all right? But if you want to bump your 5-minute rebrand to the top of my pile and you send the studio some coin, you go to the top of the list. There is not a set dollar amount. It's for entertainment purposes, okay? This isn't a contractual branding. This is for fun. So we do have one that sent me some coin. Thank you. I'm so excited. This is a good one that could use a glow up. They seem to have a nice brand, but it's like old, like, which is pretty much what we can say about a lot of these ones that we see, right? Right? Old. So that one's coming tomorrow. What time? I'm not sure if I'm releasing it in the morning or the afternoon. You're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait. We have a busy day again tomorrow because I am going on a field trip. We're going to the zoo with Little C's class. So excited. Okay. So those are the studio announcements. Good? Good. We can check that off the list. Check. All right. Okay. Of course, we're going to talk about the biggest news of the week. What I'm calling ChatPFM. Did someone already come up with that? Check Ron Shevlin. Check some of the influencers. Did someone already use the phrase ChatPFM? Okay, so have you seen the announcements? Let's find an article to bring it up. Okay, so ChatGPT, okay, OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT, announced last week, okay, that they're opening up a new feature to their pro subscribers in the US. It lets people link their actual bank account, their brokerage, and credit cards to the chatbot. All right, then ask it questions from like anything from what they've been spending to like a 5-year plan. We knew this was coming. Okay, we knew this was coming. We did not know how soon. Obviously, hot off the heels of their Hero acquisition, like what, a month ago. So we knew this was coming. What powers it? Plaid. Of course it's Plaid. All right. So I saw, and I'm going to download this so we can look through it. I saw this like funny thing. Let me see. I didn't share, download, PDF. I saw this funny thing on the socials and it said, let's see, PDF, standard. Flatten? No, we're gonna risk it. It said something like Mint is dead. Like, hold on, let me find it. Okay, yeah, ChatGPT just came your new financial advisor. OpenAI launched personal finance tools letting pro users link bank accounts, track spending, and plan for the future. Powered by Plaid across 12,000 institutions. Mint is dead. Long live ChatGPT. You're not wrong, okay? You're not wrong. However, my response was yes, and throw another shovel of dirt on Yodely. I was just having this chat last week. Yodely, come on. Like, just give it up. So, this is exciting. This is a big deal. I'm getting distracted because I'm like scrolling through Twitter and I'm seeing myself in the stream. So we got to close that. Let me pull up. This is actually for the next topic, so I don't want to boop, move it over here. Okay, cool. Has anyone tried it yet? Yeah? No, not yet. I haven't tried it. This is like fascinating because obviously it's exposing this massive tension, right? That's already existed between banking and fintech and consumer behavior, like this triangle. Okay. Most of us already trust AI with our thoughts, but are we ready to trust it with our bank account information? My sister's, this is like funny. No, actually not funny. She's like very devastated about it, but her credit card got hacked this week, her American Express card. And what have they been racking up charges on? Claude. And she was like so irritated because she's like, oh, now like this is the only credit card she uses. She doesn't diversify, which is okay. We don't need to necessarily. Is American Express taken everywhere? No. Is it taken most places? Yes. Is it a great card to have? I think so. But it's her only card, and now she doesn't have a credit card until they ship it to her, which I'm pretty sure they would have overnighted it for her if she had asked. I don't think she asked because I've had them overnight it to me. But like, she was like, I don't know when the last time my card was like compromised. This is crazy. And they keep getting like Claude charges. And like, she was so annoyed. And so I'm not saying there's any correlation between Claude, AI, stealing credit card information. Obviously, there is absolutely no correlation, but it just kind of like goes to the fact that people still associate credit cards with their whole life or debit cards with their whole life. And when your card is compromised, it feels like for most people, everything's put on pause. Like you're wondering, is your life savings going to be drained? Are you going to be liable for this? And most people there's a good group that are like, no, I know that this is covered, right? But there's a good portion of people that still worry and panic, right? And it's not necessarily because they don't know. It might be because they don't trust. Okay, everyone's been burned once or twice with something, all right, that makes you a little skeptical and that you're not sure. So I'm moving this over. Hold on. Can't see my comments. Oh, there we go. Okay, there you guys are. I'm like, why is there no comments? Okay, everyone's right there. And so like, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to try it. Okay. I don't know if my financial institution, it says, that it's there, and I've used Plaid before, so I'm guessing it'll work. The question is, right? So let's think about it. You're a financial institution. How are you educating your customers or members about this, right? Are you trying it yourself and your team? Are you making sure the information is accurate? Are you, when a customer comes in, are you saying, no, don't do that, that's scary? Or do you educate them and say, hey, we partner with Plaid. That is the blah, 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 authentication, blah, 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 behind ChatGPT for financial institutions. It's no different than logging into this other site. Or when you, does that do with like TurboTax when you do that? Or is that Intuit? Because they have that other, no, I think they use Plaid, right? I don't know. Anyway, like we need to make sure that we're educating our teams about these things. Because, right? So say we don't know a lot about it. How do we get there? We research, we try it ourselves, we talk about it with our teams, because right now these things are available through ChatGPT. People are going to use them. People might not use them. They may be fearful. How soon do we think banks or credit unions are going to be offering this within their apps natively? How long is it going to take to come to market? We already talked about FIS's integration with Anthropic for back office work, right? For fraud detection. How long before it's integrated into digital for customer facing, for member facing? Is this already happening and I'm not aware of it somewhere? I don't think so. I would have seen this. I could be wrong. Let me know. However, my point being, this is coming fast and furious. I would be surprised if we don't see it by next year, right? Integrated into mobile. And so you don't want to release the fear mongering now with your clientele and say, oh, don't trust that. That's scary. When then in a year from now, you're going to want to roll out, or 2 years from now, if you're not an early adopter, you're going to want to roll out, because then you're starting below the line. You're not even at zero where you can shape it. You got to dig back and help recover all of the negative perception that maybe you've helped intentionally or unintentionally create. So it's very, very important to be educating your teams now about ChatGPT, how it works in regards to financial institutions. Try it, like go through it, try to like come up with all the things so you're educated and you can conveniently like talk to your members about it, your customers. Because what's going to be interesting is once this cat is out of the bag, can we say cat is out of the bag? Is that friendly? No, I think you can't put cats in bags. Once this concept is widely adopted, can you put it back, the genie back in the bottle? Is that one friendly? Is it okay to put genies in bottles? I'm going to give an example. It's not a great example, but you'll get where I'm going with this. It's like Venmo. Do you remember when Venmo started and people were like, oh, that's scary. You don't want to do that. You don't want to link your bank account or your credit card to an app where you can send money. It's going to drain all your money. Don't use it. Don't use it. It's not safe. It's not within your banking app. Okay. So that fear mongering, right? That like was a hurdle. And I even remember like myself in financial services, like being shoved that like, and so I don't think I didn't use it for a while because you heard so much of like hacking and this and that. And it was a lot to come back from because then, all right, the adoption starts to happen. And the adoption picks up and it's fun. It's easy to use. It's convenient. Oh, and then banks wake up and they're like, we need a P2P engine to send money within our app. And now we're going to try to tell people it's safe because it's containerized within our mobile app. Okay. But how much fraud do we still see with that? Probably more than Venmo. And then you're getting the hurdle of like trying to explain to your customers, because I've seen this, of why it's not as scary. It's all safe and containerized. You're fine. But when you still give your dumb password to someone who's going to log in for you, okay, you're still going to get taken through the rails. Gosh, people, right? But at that point, Venmo's already taken off and people are already using it, okay? So I find this to be similar. everyone doesn't want more apps, okay? We already have app fatigue. There's an app for everything. It's so much easier when everything's combined into one. Like we talked about, the addition of like Savvy Money into most bank and credit union mobile apps was the best thing that ever happened to me. All right. I no longer need the Credit Karma app. I no longer need those crappy offers that other places send me. Okay. It was just one less app that I need to use because it's right within my mobile app. It's right when I go through, like I'm checking my balance, I can check my credit score. So easy, right? That one was an easy one to bounce back from. Okay, we like to consolidate apps. But are we going to, once ChatGPT does everything for us, all right, we're already in there asking it questions. Of course, we're going to ask you questions about our money because it just comes natural. We're like, oh, what about this? What about that? What about that? Oh, yeah, can you like run down my budget and give me some, like, you're not going to go out, go into your mobile app, do those things, and then go back out and like it gets clunky, right? The same thing with Venmo. We're already in there. We're already using it. It's great. It's easy. It's now accepted at stores. It's accepted online. Like it's so convenient. So I think in summary, this is super cool. I'm very excited to try it out. We should do something where I try it out live. Will too much of my information get exposed? I don't know. But it's going to be interesting and I'm excited. Let me see if there's any more notes from this on like anything coming down the road or I've definitely seen like a mixed bag on Twitter of people that are like, just plant a chip in my arm. I will give you whatever information I have. I already put everything I know into the internet anyway. Why not my banking information? And I am on that team. Okay. If hackers want it, they're going to get it anyway. Then there's the other that's like, oh, nope, I'm not doing it. It's scary. Scary. Okay. Someone said it sounds like malware. When you kind of look at like some of what the top concerns are, privacy, data breach, security breach, hallucinations, like not getting correct or viable data, results. I think people are like still apprehensive about that. And the interesting thing is, so there's kind of like this trust factor, and that's what a lot of banks and credit unions like sell themselves on is, you know, we're the trustworthy ones. We store your data, we give you the right recommendations. Do you? But now we're asking them to trust AI. That's like a huge psychological leap. So that's going to have to be something that like we talk about as a studio, that I want to hear, like, what are the conversations happening in branches right now? What's going on? Has anyone tried it? Maybe I should film myself doing it, but not do it live. And then I can edit out if there's any sensitive information, because I don't like I don't need everyone on the internet to have a video of me logging into my bank account. Okay. It says, hey, Carrie, you're poor. You're just a poor. But I'm super interested in it. I'm going to try it and I'm excited. I will report back because, like I said, I also run this budgeting Facebook group for Massachusetts moms. And we talked about that as like one of the topics is like, what are the best ways that people use? Do you have budgeting apps? How do you like track? And someone was like, oh, well, I go into ChatGPT and I ask it to help me make a budget. Now this is pre-integration. So we got to talk about what the world looks like post-integration. Bum, bum. So exciting. So exciting. Let me see. Hold on. I'm like, I have too many screens open in my brain and on my screen. Let's see. I think that's all we have on that right now. It's still very new. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. How's everyone doing? I need a sip. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. The Twitter thing came up again and I can see myself and then I get excited. Okay. Okay. I told you this was just going to be a wash today. Okay, this one I'm excited to talk about. Desktop. I told you this was coming. Spotify. Ready? We're loading. Hopefully the file's not too big because then we're going to have to go back and we're going to have to, oh, perfect. Spotify unveils new app icon. Is this not everywhere right now? Is this not everywhere? Is everyone talking about it? And okay, the part that really like grinds me in this one they said it correctly. Spotify unveils new app icon. Perfect. It's an app icon. And the Spotify, isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she? Okay. So a lot of people are calling it a logo. It's not a logo. They didn't change their logo. Everyone is so mad. Why are we so mad about this? I don't understand. There's no reason to be mad. I like this. And I think it's fun. This is something that I would do. And I've talked about like how important I feel like it is to customize your app icons, your store graphics, all of that. But it begs the question, was this worth it for Spotify? When you're Spotify, you can do things that are a little controversial that have a lot of questions. And now by no means is this like controversial, but you know what I'm getting at. That can like shield some hate. If you're a smaller community bank, a mid-sized community bank, like imagine like doing something sassy with your app icon like this. And if there's blowback, sometimes banks can't weather that. I remember like at one point I was part of a website launch and we moved the login button like from one side of the screen to the other. Something like super basic. But I think that if I recall correctly, this was a while ago, if I recall correctly, when you looked at it on mobile, which most people do, okay, it condensed into the hamburger menu or something, so you couldn't see the login button, whatever it was, it slid to the side. I don't know. I remember it went live, and this was not my project, but I was head of retail at the time. So of course we got all the calls, and I remember talking to marketing, and I'm like, okay, this is clearly a pain point. And I'm not talking like 4 calls. I'm talking like nonstop calls of people that can't find their internet banking, like constant. And I'm not one to like just react and be like, oh my gosh, the world is henny penny, the sky is falling. We got to shut it down. But there was enough of us collectively in the organization and had enough data within the first 2 hours that we need to get something out, like some tutorial text, or we need to considerably talk about doing a softer transition where it's available there, but it's also available somewhere else until we can like educate them, right? And marketing at the time was like, absolutely not. This is fine. They just need to click this, do this, slide down, and go to the left. Okay, yeah, you tell someone that over the phone that they're going to do that, and they just have to go 3 steps this way and 4 steps that way. And then like a partridge in a pear tree. If it's not easy and it's not intuitive for the user, all right, you're obviously not going to be able to cast a wide net and get everyone. But if the common user cannot figure this out and it's causing that much of a heartache, it's a design problem. It's not a user problem. So I very much remember that moment and how marketing was standing firm on, we're not doing tutorial text. We're not pulling it down or changing it. This was the right thing to do. And if I had been in that shoes, would I have done the same thing? Maybe. But I can tell you that I think the tutorial text would have gone a long way. Did they end up changing it? Yes, they did. Because it got to be that big of a deal. But I don't remember how. It was a while, like a couple days, that we were suffering. So like imagine, right, if you're a bank or credit union and do something like this, and now people can't find their app icon, all right, because they're used to looking at one color and now it's this color, and oh my gosh, the world is ending, right? So if you're Spotify, you can create that kind of buzz and topics and questions, and you're not people aren't trusting you with their life's savings. It's different, right? They're trusting you with the fun, the entertainment, which does have like a value to it, right? You're the phrase I'm looking for. There's like how do I say this? Like people don't always just listen to Spotify when they're happy, right? You could be pulling someone out of like a dark moment with music, like you could be relaxing. Like there's just so many reasons to like listen to Spotify. Yes, fun, working out, stuff like that. But for other people, like music means so much to so different people. So it evokes emotion back. So there's an emotional connection with things like this. And so people feel very strongly. I think it's fun. It's only temporary. Okay, let's remind ourselves it's only temporary. People are so up in arms about it. It's not their entire logo, it's their app icon. They did it for, let's switch screens a little bit. They did it for their 20th anniversary. So this person here, I don't know who this person is, but I saw it on Twitter and it felt worth sharing. So they talk about how much they hate it. Huge readability and brand issues. The color is different. It's not the right green. The green is too dark against the background. The disco ball texture looks pixelated. Of course it does. It's a small app icon, like on a tiny phone. Like, of course it does. It's supposed to be pixelated and sparkly. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. The question about the green. So this one was a response and go, it's the color for me. And they go like, here, we fixed it. Had they done a lighter green, would that have been better? What do you guys think? Or do you not even care? Like, I'm in the camp where I don't necessarily, I'm looking at mine. I don't necessarily care. This doesn't bother me. Looking for my Spotify. Because what I do is when I look for something, I click and I just search, right? Spotify, and it comes up. I don't think it looks bad. It's fine. Is that the branding and the marketing person to me that's just like, yeah, this is a gimmick. This is like a bit. It's fun. Okay. But people are like all over the place. So could they have done a brighter green? Maybe. I don't think that necessarily changes it or makes it any better. They have been sharing like, okay, we know the glitter is not for everyone. It's ending soon, which was always the plan. So they're not like backpedaling. They're not saying, oh, we're going back to it. And that's what a lot of people are saying, like, oh, Spotify's reverting to their original logo because they got so much backlash. No, this was just a promotion of their 20th anniversary. Which, by the way, they're doing other things, which we can get into. I don't think I have screenshots of that. But like, I don't think this isn't a backpedal. And the fact that they're saying it, I think they're just letting people know. Here's what I love, though. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I love you guys. I love this. Okay. It's our 20th birthday, but the gifts are for you. Join Party of the Year on Spotify to rediscover your all-time listening history. Reply with your results below. Your Party of the Year. They are making their customers the hero of this story. Okay. And this is something that banks and credit unions and a lot of brands miss. So many, you'll see financial institutions, we're celebrating 65 years. This is our 95th anniversary. We've hit 100. We're so excited. Look at how great we are. Look at all we've done all these years. No one cares. No one cares. Okay, make the customer, the member, the hero of the story. Make it about them. That's all they care about. They don't care that you've been in this like rural part of Alabama for the last 135 years. No one cares. All right. What have you, like, even if you're celebrating your 3rd anniversary as an organization, like, it needs to be about your clients, your communities, making them the hero. And this goes with any other brands. Think about, if you're celebrating or promoting an anniversary, how you can make it about your client base. I clicked this, and so let me see if I can pull this up. Probably not in the amount of time we need to. Maybe I can. I can't do it eloquently though. So I am a late to Spotify person. I'm not even actually much of a Spotify user. I have playlists for my children because we curate their favorite songs. So they have their own playlists in the car. So let me see if I can pull this up. Present image. I just took quick screenshots before the show. So here we go. My first day on Spotify was 2015. And I'm pretty sure I was trying to make a playlist for work at the time. Something to do with cash money and like more money, more problems. I was making some sort of like playlist. So I signed up for Spotify. I'm not like a super music person. I think I was more into it in like high school and college. Now I'm listening to more trashy YouTube shows and podcasts and all of that when I have time. I'm not like so much a music person, but so my first thing on Spotify was 2015. I am a laggard, which is fine. Then we have, ready? So this is what, when you click on the celebrate the party of the year, it gives you this like almost like your year in review. Okay, so there was that one. And then I like, this is even so embarrassing. It's not even like you've listened to 885 songs. That's like nothing in the Spotify world. Nothing. Most of the songs are for my children. And even this, you're going to see, it says like what your top song. I don't even think I know any of these songs. This must have been on like a, I must have picked like a, play like gym upbeat playlist or play like hot pop hits or I don't know, something like that. And so I don't even know like these songs or if they're any good. So don't laugh at me. But these were my first songs I played. Now, okay, my most streamed, Morgan Wallen. I'm sure there was one time or a couple times that I'm like, just play a Morgan Wallen playlist because it's like you don't have to do a lot of brain work. It doesn't like really evoke any emotion for me. It's just like a calming, like background music you can zone out to on the highway. Like, I don't need something like you put on Mariah Carey Heartbreaker, okay? And I'm like, okay, I need to be focused on the road. Okay, you cannot put on things that are going to make me jam out. Is Heartbreaker on my iTunes? Yes, of course it is. And then this one, your all-time top song. It doesn't give you a graphic, but it played the song. You're never going to believe what it is. This is so embarrassing. Lou Vega, Mambo No. 5. Why? My kids love the trumpets. They're like, oh, play the trumpets. Okay. So I must listen to that over and over and over. So that was my top song of all time. Crazy, crazy. But I think this is so cool. Again, it's like their year in review. Are banks and credit unions going to rehash this and do your party of the year? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if they do. But this isn't like the annual thing, so we'll see. We'll see. But I love how they make like the client the hero. And I think that's our takeaway from this. If you're doing any sort of anniversary campaigns, don't make it about you. Don't be boring. Okay. Cool. Oh my gosh, we have so many. Shout out to the replay crew. You might not be listening live, and that's okay. But maybe you're listening on your ride home from work, after you put your kids to bed, or you feed your pets, you're on the treadmill, you're zoning out, you're lifting weights, you're trying to fall asleep. I have that kind of voice that just like soothes people to sleep. It's kind of like a nagging, or so my husband says. Maybe I have a lot of friends on the West Coast. So maybe you're starting your day with the studio and Bank Smart Carrie and all of us, or you're driving to work. You're missing ALCO. Okay. There's a lot of ALCO talk right now. You're missing compliance committee. You have an earbud in. All right. You've shut your door. This is professional development. You need to know what the hot topics are. Okay. This isn't just fun. We're talking about serious things here at the studio. So if you do not watch live, that is okay. You're still part of our community. And thank you so much for dropping any ideas in the comments. I do go back and read them. We love, love, love our replay crew. Okay. So we talked about Spotify logo. We talked about ChatPFM. Okay. On our checklist today. Next one, branding, whimsy, and good vibes. So this is going to be a lot about me. This is going to be a lot about branding ideas. And this is going to be a lot about good vibes. Okay. As my title said. Okay. So I saw this idea and it made me think of a lot of things. There's actually two ideas. And then it made me think of a lot of things. So the first one, the Boston Public Library is doing a card design contest. Okay. I love this. So someone's logo, graphic, picture, whatever, artists of all ages can take part in the library card design. Okay, they're going to pick one adult, one teen, which is 13 to 17, and one youth, which is 0 to 12, winners to be featured their original artwork on the Boston Public Library cards in circulation during the 2026-2027 year. I love this. Okay, so it's all open to all BPL card holders. You can do one entry per person. And you have to submit an original design that reflects what the library means to you and your community. Perhaps an interpretation of their motto, free for all. I love this. So they're running the contest for a month. How cool is this? Like, and I love that there's an like adult, a teen, and a child category. So good. So good. So good. So good. Okay. How does this relate to banking? You tell me. Any ideas? How much time do we spend on crappy card art? I talk about this during the 5-minute rebrand. Some of the card art is just bad. Why not instead of having designers, why not have the community do it? It had like so much more value. I saw, let me just pull this up too. Country Bank. They're out near me. They're not like, I don't think anyone else would like know this. Let me find their Facebook maybe. But I saw this week that they released new cards. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Let me see. Can I bring this up? Boop, boop. Present, share screen, Facebook. Okay, share. Okay, youth debit cards are here. Look at these. I've always thought, and Have been thinking about it recently as a topic. As a grown-up, we don't always care about what our cards look like. Do we like some of them because they're fancier? Yes. Do I whip out my metal rose gold American Express because it makes me look bougie? Absolutely. Is it just a plain American Express with a pink color? Yes. Okay. It's your regular gold one. Okay. But when they offered a metal rose gold edition, did I grab it? Yes. Okay. Because it makes me feel cool. Right. Now, when we have the same boring art for our kids' cards as we do our adult cards, meh, that's not trying. Okay. So this is the Country Bank. They just launched their youth debit cards. They have a teen debit card, which that's kind of blah. And they have a kids debit card, which I think is freaking adorable. Can I pull this up bigger? Look at this. So cute. Is it a little whimsical? Sure. Created for kids and teens, these cards are designed to help young customers start building smart money habits early while growing confidence and independence along the way. So I'm sure we'll click here. I'm sure there is, they have a Woo Socks card. See, I love this. Okay. Okay, so they have more restrictions. So kids debit card purchases up to $100, ATM withdrawals up to $50. See, I love this. This is cool though. A lot of places don't have separate cards for kids. Cards for kids. That's another thing. We're not going to get into that. You know what I'm talking about, the Cars for Kids drama. Not interested. I love this. I love this. So now back to the point. Okay. What if instead of like agonizing over your card design, if you just did a card design contest? You do enough calendar contests, Lord knows. Okay. There's plenty of calendar contests out there. Why not? Like, I love this. And think about like how many like branding opportunities, how many promotion opportunities, like PR. This has so many legs. So many legs, and I love it. So shout out to the Boston Public Library. I think this is a great idea. I don't know if they've been doing this for a while and I just happened to see it on my feed, but I thought it was awesome. Now, semi-related, semi-unrelated. At the same time, I saw this. Okay. Okay. So Life is Good, the Playmaker Project. Is anyone familiar with the Life is Good brand? I'm sure you have. You see it. It's got the dog. It's got the little cartoon character, Jake. It's like a good vibes, like, started here in the Boston area. Here, let me take this down for a second. I actually had the opportunity to hear their chief playmaker, Steve Gross, speak multiple times, once at an event that I went to, and once we had him come to our company. My idea to like this, he would be a great motivational speaker. And he talks about how they came up with Life is Good. And yeah, it's about the fun t-shirts. That's what people know it for. They think they're an apparel company, but they're really more than that. They help children with like childhood trauma grow and learn and heal through the power of play. And so he talks about that's really what their mission is. The t-shirt and the good vibes help like fuel that. But they're really much more. So he's a clinical social worker, trauma expert, founder of the Playmaker Project. It's based on like a simple idea. Play, optimism, and human connection are not extras for children. They are essential tools for healing trauma and building resilience. He worked with children experiencing like homelessness, poverty, adversity, and he's now like gone all over the world to teach this. And he teaches other teachers how to incorporate this into their classroom curriculum. So play, optimism, emotional safety, connection, things that are non-negotiables for children, and how to put all this together for like emotional regulation, nervous system repair, relationship building, creativity under stress. Are you getting where I'm going with this? Like, these are things that we need as adults too, right? Like resilience. So one of the things that he talked about, and he has a bunch of what he calls like pearls of wisdom, like nuggets that he's gathered over his career. And I'm not going to repeat them all. Lord knows I probably don't remember them all, but there's a couple of them. One is, don't come to work, come to play. And when he said that, he repeated it a couple times. Don't come to work, come to play. And I really, really loved that, because for me, when I love my job, it never feels like work. The times that I've thrived and enjoyed the companies that I've been at, the experiences that I have, it's because it's felt like play. And do we see results? Do we get it done? Absolutely. But it's focusing on the optimism, the lifting each other up, the doing things together, the empowerment. I love that. And I feel like that's really at the heart of what we should be focusing on at workplaces. And we don't do enough. And so imagine, okay, hypothetically, bringing Steve in to give this jazzed up emotional talk to your team about the power of coming to play and like all of this stuff, right? And then letting it fall and doing absolutely nothing with it. And in fact, like I would say even doing the complete opposite, like not focusing on the positivity at work, the excitement, the joy, the good moments, but focusing on the negative. And like, oh, it's such a missed opportunity. And so another thing that he says is an adaptation of a quote from artist Henry Matisse. And he says, like, I'm trying to think of how Steve says it, but the quote from Henry Matisse is like, there are flowers there if you want to find them. Right? And so Steve says something to the effect of good is there if you want to find it. Optimism is out there if you want to look for it. The flowers always exist if you want to look for them. And I found that to be so powerful because we have a choice. We have a choice to look for the flowers, to look for the good, to look for the optimism, or we have a choice to look for the negative, to look for the parts that aren't so bright and shiny. And I encourage all of you to look for the good, to look for the flowers, because that is like the core of what we want to do here, and the good vibes. And I just love that. There are always flowers for those who want to see them. I just love that. So what does this have to do with anything? Great question. So Steve and the Playmaker Project, let me throw this back up on the screen. They're allowing, similar to like the Boston Public Library, they're allowing kids to make their own shirts, like as part of like classroom curriculum. So there's a playbook on their website for like kids to design their own shirts. So schools can do it. They can take out the template, the teacher's guide. It's got like a whole little lesson on creative expression, social emotional learning, conversations about kindness, community, family engagement. So it's a little 30-minute activity. You download it. The kids get to bring home their art, and they can take a picture and upload it and turn it into a real t-shirt. Love this. I feel like I need to try this because I'm just like really excited about it. The same thing. Parents can just download this template off their website. It's on Life is Good. You can find it on their website under like Kids Design-a-thon. And then they have the template, you print it out, you take a picture, you upload it, and you can just like customize it onto your own shirt. And 100% of the net profits from these t-shirts help kids heal from childhood trauma and support this program. And I think this is incredible. Am I promoting this? No. Do I have a bigger point here? Yes, of course I do. We're getting there. So let me pull this up. I'll show you because I'm very visual and I want to show you all. Y'all. Will we accept cookies? Sure. Would we like actual cookies? Absolutely. Now I want cookies. I have a bakery like literally down the corner street from me. Maybe I'll get some cookies today. I always file it under supporting local businesses because you know how everyone's like, when a small business goes out of business, you're like, oh man, I wish you were always there. I loved you, but did you ever go there? No. Okay, so I file it under community development and keeping small businesses in business. Okay, so this is their website. If you scroll down, this is the important part. Like it shows how to like crop it and what it looks like on the t-shirt. Oh my gosh, is this not adorable? And again, like they're actually like throwing them up on their website. And I believe, I could be wrong, they're picking some to be part of their store so that other people can buy them. You can just buy your own. But I think, if I'm not wrong, they're putting it up here and other people can buy some of these. So I think that's just super cool. Maybe my children can do that. They're getting to be very good artists. But let me show you something that I've done at my organizations that I think is really fun. And it leads up to this. Because do you guys remember, this is very niche, 2020, okay? We're all stuck inside. We don't know what we're doing. John Krasinski saves the day. Do you remember when he did, it was called, let me see, did I save this? Yeah, oh, hold on. Let me take this down for a second. How do I, oh, here we go. Advance the slides without, there we go. Okay. He started this little web series on YouTube called Some Good News. Do you remember this? It was like so basic. And he literally would like film these YouTube shows where he would take clips, almost like, who's that guy that takes like silly clips on the internet? I can see him. He's kind of like weird. And they would be like, not America's Funniest Home Videos, but like the evolution after that. My husband would know. Tosh.0. Daniel Tosh, when he would do those, right? It was kind of like that, only it was only about good vibes and like good things that were happening. And he would host, it was like a short, like maybe half-hour segment weekly. And it was like what we needed during 2020. So he had this, his kid drew this logo, and it was called Some Good News. He ends up selling it for like tons of coin. And whoever got it did nothing with it, which was like a total shame. Is there something brewing? Maybe, but I just checked the YouTube channel and nothing's been posted in 5 years. So it's a complete miss. But what I loved about this is there was an episode, let me take this down for a second, where he talked about, and I think he had, was it Guy Fieri on? And they talked about that Guy Fieri was promoting like this National Restaurant Education Foundations. They had a restaurant employee relief fund for those that were displaced during COVID to be able to still, pay bills, get money, stuff like that. That was supporting restaurant employees during this time, supplementing their income. And in one of the segments, John mentions that Pepsi committed to raising an additional $3 million for the National Restaurant Association's Restaurant Employee Relief Fund. Okay. Then he shows this epic hand-drawn Pepsi logo by one of his daughters. Okay. So then, in the most epic brand moment, Pepsi starts selling the merch. Okay. customized by the Krasinski girls, Hazel and Violet. Okay, so they're selling this with 100% of the proceeds going to this restaurant relief fund. And this was so amazing. I was like in love with it. It was so, so cute. And so I was like so inspired. And I like anytime I see a good idea, I screenshot it and I like save it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to like somehow recreate this. And not necessarily that I wanted to copy it, but I wanted to copy it. And I always thought like this would be a good idea to have like a kids drawing. Like, you know how you do the kids contest and, oh, this is great. We're going to pick the winner. Love that. You'll get to be posted on our social media and you get a gift card or a raffle basket. Boring. Okay. Put it on a tote bag. Put it on a t-shirt. Have the proceeds go to something amazing. Love, love, love that. That would be so fun. So like think about America 250, a commemorative shirt drawn by one of the children in your community. Love that. Think about your next company milestone, a kid shirt drawn by one, like so many options. So of course, I had the best coordinator on my team. She was phenomenal. She was an artist herself. Her children, budding artists. So I show her this Pepsi thing and I'm like, Steph, how do we make this happen? I need this. I'm in love with this. She's like, say no more, Carrie. Say no more. All right. She has her son. Shout out to Lewis, the most amazing artist. He draws shirts for me. Ready? And this is him and his brother pictured here. Avidia Kids Club shirts. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted these shirts, and they're all in kid sizes, was because we had tons and tons of like children in our bank family. Okay. Everyone was having babies. Everyone had kids. Everyone had grandkids or granddogs that would look wonderful in these shirts. And you wanted to give them a little company gift to go with it. Something fun because you know the legs it's going to have. People are going to take pictures. It's going to be everywhere. They're going to share it. It's going to be a cute moment. And like, I wanted to make this a little bigger. It started just with the company shirts for the children of employees. So we gave these out, designed by Lewis right there on the, I think you're going to see him on the right. He's the taller one. He did a phenomenal job. I was like, I can't even describe like how amazing this was. And look at him. He looks so good in his shirt. And so we got these, and my original thought like was it was going to continue to evolve with, we could have a kids club. There was like other things. We would do crafternoons because I was trying to get everyone to do crafternoons, trying to like be more enticing to children, trying to be more part of the children community. Not like, oh, let's put our ugly company logo on a kid's shirt. Not that anyone did that, but that was like where the vibe was going. No, we want a cute kids drawn kids shirt by one of our actual employees' kids. So like Steph and Lewis came through. They did a phenomenal job. Now you will see the Cormier children. So this is little C when she was like 2 years old, rocking her Avidia Kids Club shirt with her slippers. All right. She looked like totally slayed this look. It was a dress. We could have got her a little belt with it, but so, so, so cute. And like, so we started giving these out to like kids of employees, and oh my gosh, the pictures were like rolling in. It was so great, like perfect branding moment. The next phase would have been to giving them to like customers, you know, when they had children or whatever, or like a new savings account, like all this stuff, like having some fun with it. We did not get there. That's okay. Here are the twins in their kids club onesies. Aren't they so adorable? So this is when they were like only a couple months. They were probably 4 months old here. Don't they look so cute? Yeah. Do I know which one's which? No. I'm going to guess Joey's on the left, Everett's on the right, because I usually put them No, other way. I don't know. I have no clue. Oh no, Joey's on the right because Joey jeans. Joey always wear jeans. Everett's on the sweatpants. But isn't this adorable? Okay. Now, I wanted to do the same thing at another organization. So I call up my dealer, Lewis. Lewis, hey, this is 2 years later. You're still a kid, but you're talented. Your design, you know the vibe I'm going for, okay? Doesn't he create me some options? Slay. Look at this. Isn't that so cute? That would have been so fun. We never got it off the ground. Okay. But anytime I need a logo, I'm calling Lewis. Okay. Sure. Is he almost a teenager? Yes. Is he probably a teenager? Probably. Okay. Do we have to have little C and the boys jump in? Maybe. All right. But this is all to say, get creative with your branding. Have some good vibes. There are flowers for those that want to see them. Okay. Like, I love the idea of like bringing kids into it, making them feel included, involved, and it's just such a great branding moment, and there's so much you can do with it. So I had to share. Aren't they the cutest? Little C. She's so big now. And the boys. I just thought this was so much fun. And so I will continue to do this anywhere I go. I will insist we have a kids club shirt. Does the studio needs kids club shirts? Probably. Should we have kids club shirts at the studio? Maybe. Do we need regular shirts for the studio? Yes. Is that going to happen? Probably. Okay. Cool. We have one more thing on our list. Let me just pull this up. Whew, how's everyone feeling? It's not showing. Oh, maybe my desktop. Oh, that is desktop. I was going to bring up my sponsors page. I don't know where I put it. Did I delete it because I thought like, oh, it's in my recents? It's not in my recents. I was joking with someone that we might change the name of sponsors to supporters. Sponsors sound so old and boring. Let's pull this up. Boop, boop, boop. No, we'll just read it. I don't need the picture. I want to thank you to my sponsor, Regional Home Care. They are New England's leading supplier of CPAPs and diabetes supplies. Although they are based here in New England, they service all over the U.S. and do ship. I actually, side note, we just had a new restaurant opening in town, and they're doing a night there for their managers and supervisors at this new restaurant. I got an invite as an exclusive partner of theirs and one of their favorite customers because I love my CPAP. Okay. I cannot live without it. It is life-changing. Okay. Maybe one day I will do a try it on for all of you. It is that great. But thank you so much to Regional. I appreciate your support through this journey. And you can email us at collab@banksmartstudio.com if you're interested in sponsorship opportunities. All right. Oh my goodness. Thank you everyone so much for joining us today. Keep your eyes peeled on the socials for any sort of other shows, either this week or next week. We're figuring it all out while I get through my little surgery stuff. As always, be sure to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. It keeps the studio running, and definitely stay social with us. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Threads, TikTok, Twitter X, @BankSmartCarrie or @BankSmartStudio. All right, Smarties, have a good one. Stay social.
Wait, where did she go? Why is this still on? Bye-bye. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.